I guess you can't solve this riddle. If you can, you're CIA material. Just kidding. Today we're diving into one of the most epic tales of Greek mythology, the story of Perseus and Medusa. Buckle up, because this one's a wild ride. Our story begins with Perseus, the son of Zeus and Danae. Perseus was no ordinary mortal. He was a demigod blessed with strength and courage beyond that of any regular human. His mother Danae was a mortal princess, and his father Zeus was the king of the gods, known for his many affairs with mortal women. One day, King Polydectes, who had a not-so-secret crush on Perseus's mum, decided to get rid of Perseus by sending him on an impossible mission. Polydectes was cunning and manipulative, always scheming to get what he wanted. He knew that as long as Perseus was around, he could never win Danae's heart. "Bring me the head of Medusa," he demanded. This was no ordinary task. Medusa was one of the three Gorgons, monstrous sisters with snakes for hair and a gaze that could turn anyone to stone. She was the only mortal among them, making her the perfect target for Polydectes' cruel plan. Medusa, the Gorgon with snakes for hair and a gaze that could turn anyone to stone. Her story was tragic. Once a beautiful maiden, she was cursed by Athena and transformed into a monster. Her beauty had attracted the attention of Poseidon, who desecrated Athena's temple to be with her. In her rage, Athena punished Medusa, turning her into the fearsome creature we know today. No big deal, right? Perseus knew this mission was a death sentence, but he couldn't refuse the king's command. He needed help and fast. But Perseus wasn't alone in this quest. The gods had his back. They saw the injustice in Polydectes' demand and decided to aid Perseus in his perilous journey. The gods had his back. Athena, the goddess of wisdom and war, took a special interest in Perseus. She admired his bravery and determination. Hermes, the messenger god, known for his speed and cunning, also decided to help. Athena gave him a shiny bronze shield. Hermes lent him his winged sandals, and Hades provided a helmet of invisibility. These were no ordinary gifts. Each had its own unique power. The shield was polished to a mirror-like finish, the sandals allowed him to fly, and the helmet made him invisible to his enemies. Talk about a killer wardrobe. With these divine tools, Perseus felt a surge of confidence. He knew that with the gods' help, he had a fighting chance. With his new gear, Perseus set off on his journey. He traveled far and wide, facing numerous challenges along the way. He encountered fierce beasts, treacherous landscapes, and cunning adversaries, but he pressed on, driven by his mission. He flew over mountains and seas, finally reaching the lair of the Gorgons. The journey was long and arduous, but Perseus was determined. He knew that failure was not an option. But how do you sneak up on a monster that can turn you to stone with a single glance? The Gorgons' lair was a dark, foreboding place filled with the petrified remains of their victims. Perseus had to be extremely cautious. Easy, use a mirror. Perseus used Athena's shield to see Medusa's reflection and avoid her deadly gaze. He crept closer and closer, his heart pounding in his chest. Perseus used Athena's shield to see Medusa's reflection and avoid her deadly gaze. With one swift move, he swung his sword and off with her head. Victory! But wait, there's more. As Medusa's head was severed, her blood spilled onto the ground, giving birth to two incredible beings. With one swift move, he swung his sword and off with her head. Victory! But wait, there's more. From Medusa's neck sprang Pegasus, the winged horse, and Chrysaor, a giant wielding a golden sword. These miraculous births were a testament to Medusa's once divine nature. From Medusa's neck sprang Pegasus, the winged horse, and Chrysaor, a giant wielding a golden sword. Pegasus, with his majestic wings, would go on to become one of the most famous creatures in Greek mythology, while Chrysaor's fate remains shrouded in mystery. Talk about a dramatic exit. Perseus quickly placed Medusa's head in his bag, careful not to look directly at it. He knew its power was still potent even in death. With Medusa's head safely in his bag, Perseus flew back home. Along the way, he encountered many more adventures. He faced storms, hostile creatures, and treacherous terrain, but nothing could deter him. Along the way, he rescued the beautiful Andromeda from a sea monster, and of course they fell in love. Andromeda had been chained to a rock as a sacrifice to appease a sea monster sent by Poseidon. Perseus, seeing her plight, swooped down and defeated the beast, winning her heart in the process. Because what's a hero's journey without a little romance? Perseus and Andromeda's love story added a touch of sweetness to his otherwise perilous journey. Back home, Perseus confronted King Polydectes. "You wanted Medusa's head? Here it is," he said, pulling the head out of the bag. The king and his cronies turned to stone instantly. Polydectes had underestimated Perseus, and now he paid the ultimate price. "You wanted Medusa's head? Here it is," he said, pulling the head out of the bag. The king and his cronies turned to stone instantly. The sight of Medusa's head was enough to petrify anyone, and Polydectes and his followers were no exception. The king and his cronies turned to stone instantly. Talk about a stone-cold revenge! Perseus had not only completed his mission, but also rid his mother of a dangerous suitor. Talk about a stone-cold revenge! And so Perseus and Andromeda lived happily ever after. They returned to Perseus's homeland, where he was hailed as a hero. And so Perseus and Andromeda lived happily ever after. Perseus became a legendary hero, and Medusa's head was placed on Athena's shield as a symbol of protection. The shield, known as the Aegis, became one of Athena's most powerful weapons, capable of striking fear into the hearts of her enemies. Perseus became a legendary hero, and Medusa's head was placed on Athena's shield as a symbol of protection. The end, or is it, the story of Perseus and Medusa has been told and retold through the ages, each version adding its own unique twist. The end, or is it? If you enjoyed this tale, hit that like button, subscribe for more epic stories, and let us know in the comments which myth you'd like to hear next. Greek mythology is filled with countless tales of heroism, love and betrayal, and we can't wait to share more with you. If you enjoyed this tale, hit that like button, subscribe for more epic stories, and let us know in the comments which myth you'd like to hear next. Your support helps us bring these ancient stories to life, and we appreciate every like, comment, and subscription. Stay tuned for more adventures from the world of Greek mythology.